Welcome to Week 2. Learning Objective 2 asks that we use the first steps in Maths Key Understanding in Fractions as a base for planning appropriate fraction learning experiences for primary-aged children. Here we're using First Steps in Mathematics Number. First Steps is a popular education resource available to teachers and will be referenced in the PowerPoint slide in the Notes section. On page 5, there are 7 key understanding areas that kids need to understand with fractions through primary school. Each key understanding area needs to be understood before you go on to the next one. And in key understanding area 1, where the understanding is that when we split something into 2 equal sized parts, we say that we have halved it and that each part is half the original thing. The key here is to focus on defining half as equal parts or same amounts and concentrate on the language of halves, i.e. some students refer to halves as fairness or sharing, such as we all got halves. This is incorrect. Others associate halves as 2 parts of the whole, regardless of the size of the portions or share. This is incorrect as well. Some lesson ideas is to use concrete examples of halving, which can be done through sets, through the baseball bats, or this YouTube video shows kids just about equal sizes. So here, it's all talking about equal parts. Here there's a rectangle divided into halves, and it shows one that's not divided into halves but divided into 2. Which one is equal, it asks. Here it depicts a circle area. One is divided equally. Which one is that? And lastly, it divides a rectangle into quarters. Again, kids will enjoy this video or so and really get to understand which one has equal parts and which one don't. For key understanding area 2, it asks that we partition objects and or collections into 2 or more equal sized parts, and this shows just again the equality of portioning equal sized parts. So you can do this through region, through blocks, you can do this through lengths where you might use pieces of paper and fold them, and through sets as well. Key understanding area 3 asks that we use fraction words and symbols to describe parts of the whole. The whole can be an object or a collection or a quantity. And again, words are really important that we relay those to the kids of the correct words to use. This YouTube video, although there is no sound, talks about the correct languaging of talking about portions. There's whole, halves, thirds and fourths. Again, it's not quarters, it's thirds and fourths, and this is the correct language to use going through school. In key understanding area 4, it asks that the same functional quality can be represented with lots of different fractions. We say fractions are equivalent when they represent the same number or quantity, i.e. 1/3 is equal to 2/6. Or we use lengths to guide students, where they may fold pieces of paper and understand that it's still the same length, but that's just how many it makes up. Key understanding area 5 asks that we can compare and order fraction numbers and place them on a number line. Here the key is getting to students to recognise fractions as numbers. We have another YouTube video which unfortunately does not have sound, but it shows a number line, and we're getting to key how big maybe a half is as depicted in the picture now, or how big a third is. Some kids may at this level still think a third is bigger than a half because there's a 3, not a 2 used. This is incorrect, of course. Key understanding area 6 relays that a fractional number can be written as a division or a decimal point, i.e. 3/4 equals 3 divided by 4. You can extend this further to half being 0.5 or 50%, a quarter being 0.25 or 25%, and 3/4 being 0.75 or 75%. Key understanding area 7, which is the last one, relays that a fractional symbol may show a ratio relationship between 2 quantities. Percentages are a special kind of ratio we use to make comparisons easier. In this YouTube video, again there's no sound and I do apologise, we can see that there's a ratio being represented which is 9/12. Here the teacher is making 9/12 into a fraction, 9/12, and comparing it to the fraction of 21/28. This is getting to be a very abstract lesson. We'll probably be using paper and pen and thinking out solutions and coming up with solutions and ways of solving this. In this case, they're getting lowest common denominators, which in this case is 3/4 for the left sum, and 21/28 is also equal to 3/4. So the teacher relays that that ratio is also equal to that fraction, which is the lesson the teacher is trying to relay. I thank you for watching this presentation, and please see the references available in the PowerPoint.